I've got a lovely, elegant, just really simple Christmas card for you, and I want to show you what I've done. I'm not going to tell you just yet, but I'll walk you through it. So here are the dies we've used. Out of the Mini Expressions range, I have the Merry Christmas and the Believe in the Magic frame. I'm just going to use this top portion right here. And out of the snowfall background, I'm going to be using the inner circular cutting ring on this to create a little moon in the background. So when I made my original card, I used this Christmas plaid pad of papers. I used this one right here, this gorgeous gold and white stripe. I just love that. But I started thinking about this and I thought, you know, I think it would be nice to show people how they could make their own, and rather than having to buy an entire pad of paper. So I have created an exact way to make that paper background. I've just cut a piece of white card, and you can do whatever size you want. You can start out larger and cut it down to size, so the size is a little bit irrelevant, but I'm going to use a little spray glue. And what I've done is I've cut gold mirror card and white, coconut white card into 1/4 inch strips. So all I've done is I've just taken one of the gold ones and I've lined it up along the edge of the card. Just got it right to the very edge there. And you will have a few fingerprints, but it's easily wiped clean. And then I've alternated a white. Just push it right up so it butts right up against it. Back to a gold. And I personally find it's a little bit easier to cut them longer so you have something to hold on to. Back to the white. And the nice thing about this too is if you have, if you're like me and you have a lot of leftover paper scraps from doing other cards, you can pull those out and use these so easily to make your own backgrounds. There we go. So you can see I'm just alternating, going across one by one and adding color. So easy to do. And then when I get it all finished, I'll just put it into the paper cutter and trim it to size. I'll just do one more here so you can kind of see exactly what I'm talking about. Just catch the edge of the white, pop that down. Back and forth all the way across. And then what you have is something that looks like this. Now, I don't think you can tell the difference between the original paper and the background I made. So I think it's a really beautiful way to go about this. So I've gone ahead and put that into place. I've also cut a strip of white card, and I'll give you a measurement on that. That is 2.5 inches wide by 5 7/8 inches across. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pop that down, and I think I'll use a little bit of tape. Let me grab that out, because I'm taped that flat. There we go. Okay, and I'm just going to pop that down, not quite to the bottom, but about 1/2 inch from the bottom. There we go. And I'll give you an overall measurement on the card too. So it is 7.5 inches, I think it's square. Yes, 7.5 by 7.5. So there's the base for that. Now, here's where I've cut the circle, and I've just taken a piece of coconut white card and I've covered it with a sticky adhesive sheet and cut that out using the center of the snowfall background. Get that going. And to bring that in, peel that off, and we'll put a little bit of our favorite white frosted sparkle glitter bits across that. So we have a nice glittery moon in the background. Okay. Oop. There we go. And I think I'll use a little bit of glue on the back of this one. There we go. So I'm just going to pop that on, a little bit on, a little bit off, about like that. Give that a second to set up. Okay, so next what I want to do is cut the top of this frame. So I've got a little piece of black card, and I'm just going to use that top Santa reindeer area. There we go. Okay. that back. Take all my little bits off of here. Push that back a little. Bring my scissors in. So now what I want is just this top part. So I am going to trim away the cloud and there we go. Get the cloud away from the reindeer like that, and then take off the top of this moon piece like that, and we're going to grab it right along that antler. There we go. And the back section on the sleigh here. There. Super easy. So I've got one I've added a little bit of mounting foam to, and I've done 2 of those. So I'll show you what we're going to do. So I've got the full one, and I've got some mounting foam back here. So I'm going to just peel it back, little teeny pieces on the back of all the reindeers just to keep it supported. And I did a second one, and I cut the Santa part off of it, and I just have the reindeer because I'm going to make it look like 2 rows of reindeer coming from the Santa sleigh. And that. So I'm just going to put that so it's offset just like that, coming right in from this area. And I want to use just a little bit of glue because we do have that glitter there. Pop that right across our moon area. That'll set. Give that a second. And I've used the Merry Christmas in the gold mirror card, and then a little bit of a black shadow beneath that. It really sets it off nicely. And I think because I've got some glitter there, it's going to hit. I'll see if I can get some glue. In fact, let's use our, where'd our little one go? There it is. Let's use our finer tip for this. Just pop some glue on the back of these. There we go. That should be, let's get right down in that corner. That should be enough to hold it. Let's see. Offset that right on the bottom here. There we go. Now, I think that this one really does mirror the paper. How about you? Does it work for you too? So that's a really nice way just to use up some of your little bits and have an elegant card when you're finished. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget our YouTube channel is full of so many videos for you to watch, and subscribe.